See, yours this way. I'm trying to get mine like you. All right. Ready? Welcome to another edition of the Focus TV Mailbag. My name is Jerrell and Domo. Got my co-host Domo. We back in the building.
Yes.
Last week took a week off. Not gonna lie to you, I saw Avengers and it was glorious. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what you're doing. You probably didn't because he's not. You got an app for the culture, but you're not for the culture. I mean,
I'll be too busy doing
non-important things. I mean,
like
no, taking care of the
my
kids,
youngest.
I'm
really
the
in the
AU
trenches.
team. You know, I respect it. Other than that, that's no excuse, bro.
Hey,
So I'm just saying, you know, shout out to all the millions of dollars they've made. You know, $630 million opening week. You know, I'm just saying, like, that's a little flex.
it's all right.
So yeah, we're here. We're back. It's a lot to get into. Before we get into the playoffs, man, we talked a lot about the draft. It came. It went. A lot of interesting picks. Where do you want to begin? I mean, you want to talk Redskins? You want to talk first round?
Shout out to Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore
Salute
Ravens.
to Lamar Jackson. I'm definitely going to get the black 8 jersey. That's going to be fire. And as long as he, you know, Flacco, he's done after this year.
Definitely is.
And I love
He needs to
Robert.
be.
Robert gave me the greatest year I ever had.
Facts.
But I like Lamar too, man. And Lamar step in, it's a wrap.
And he couldn't have went to a better place.
Yeah.
Shout out to
went
Ozzie, man.
His last draft.
Yep.
That's Ozzie's last draft before he retires, and what a draft it was. So I salute that. Shout out to us, you know, for getting Payne. And then us stealing, you know, Geis for where he landed.
The sickest. He's the sickest.
He was big on Geis, and he correctly predicted we were going to get Geis.
And Payne.
And Payne. I mean, you said Vita Vea too.
Yeah,
But
to the next show.
I'll let you be great today.
Always.
I wouldn't say all that. So the backs that everyone was talking about was Saquon, obviously, and he went number 2 to the Giants. So, you know, him and Odell and Sterling Shepard, that's gonna be nice.
That's crazy.
But the back I fell in love with was Sonny Michel to Georgia. I mean, he could run, catch, block. To me, he was like an Alvin Kamara type.
Facts.
And I was like, yo, him and Chris Thompson in the backfield, split them up as wide receivers on third down. Our no linebackers can check both of them.
You know.
So I was thinking, I went to bed after the Dallas pick, which we'll get to in a sec. So when I woke up, I was like, this is first round, this is Friday morning. Woke up, I was like, Geis still available. That means if Geis is still available, Sonny Michel is still available. And then I see Sonny Michel, New England. Guys, I'm saying this now.
Great pick.
It's the best back they've had in 10, 15 years. Easy.
I would agree.
Easy. Like when you see.
But he has to prove it first.
No, I mean,
definitely
I'm telling
has to
you,
prove it first.
what he can, as long as stay healthy, what he can do in a New England offense in terms of running the ball, that means every down back, he can block, he can catch.
Facts.
That dude is the real deal, man. I'm telling you, Sonny Michel, New England Patriots, like he gonna be one of them ones. If you looking for a fantasy sleeper, get Sonny Michel. Straight up. Watch. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you.
I like the Baker pick. Shout out to the Browns. I think they building a nice culture there.
I was very surprised, and here's why. For 2 months, we've been hearing Sam Darnold and Josh Allen, right? For months, we've been hearing them. From the combine on, we were hearing Sam Darnold, Josh Allen. That's all we were hearing.
Right.
Then on Tuesday, Baker's going there. I'm like, what? They going to draft Baker?
Surprise.
And then it's like, wow, they really drafted Baker, number 1. And I like that pick. I'm cool with Baker. I mean, his ceiling is,
I love the Baker's
to me, like
game.
Drew Brees, which is a perfect ceiling, first ballot Hall of Fame type ceiling.
I say Russ. He remind me, he got a little Russell in him.
Nah,
A lot of Russell in him, honestly.
I see the comparison, but I'm just talking about what he does. He can move, but I like his game as a pocket passer.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the one thing, even though the Browns have been terrible the last few years, they have a really good offensive line.
They do.
So you combine that offensive line with Jarvis Landry and Josh Gordon as receivers to throw to as your rookie year. I'm with it. And then he doesn't even have to start immediately. You got Tyrod Taylor, quality quarterback, playoff quarterback.
Definitely.
He can do that. Like, so I'm definitely intrigued. But that 4th pick though, Denzel Ward.
That's my guy.
Denzel Ward, cool, man.
That's my guy.
Not 4. No, that's a
You can't put a
risk.
price on having a shutdown corner, especially in that division.
I guess he ain't Lattimore. Is he Lattimore?
Don't say it yet. Stay tuned.
Okay. All right.
Stay tuned.
I don't
remember
know,
this.
Man.
That boy hit. He covers zone coverage. He can play man.
He not fluid to me.
He's very fluid. Them hips crazy.
And one person I wanted. See, the people that I wanted, I didn't really get, and the people he wanted, he got. So I fell in love with Derwin James. I'm not a big Florida State fan. I'm a University of Miami fan, and shout out to Terps too.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, Derwin James is the truth. And Wilson, now we've had debates like, yo, Derwin is special, and that's someone I wanted. And you know, people say we didn't necessarily need him, but sometimes you don't go off, you know, your need if the best player available is that good, and you can plug him anywhere defensively. Mm-hmm. I'm talking anywhere in the secondary, whether it's another corner, which we need, or safety help. But I really liked him. I'm not too bummed out. He went to the Chargers, so they don't affect me, and we just played them last year, so we're not going to see them for another. Yeah, him and Casey gonna be nice, but we're not going to see him for another three years unless they win the Super Bowl. I mean, unless we play in the Super Bowl, which I don't see that happening. So salute to him. I want to thank Dallas for not picking up DJ Moore. That was very important to me because I don't want to, one, have to hate him, and two, Dallas get an air replacement to Dez Bryant.
Yep.
And him going to Carolina, Steve Smith said it best. They've been trying to replace me, and they finally did.
Finally, and that's a future Hall of Famer saying that. So,
like, nah, if you watch Maryland, I mean, if you haven't watched Maryland, I understand because Maryland's been inconsistent, especially they had two quarterbacks tear the ACL. Mm-hmm. Like, they weren't good to watch.
Nope.
But DJ Moore was one of the few good things. It was like,
just like when they had Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, it was like, yo, this team's trash, but that guy's actually solid. Let's pick him up. Mm-hmm. And that's what they did. So I'm definitely pleased with him. There's a lot of good talent. Again, speaking on our Redskins, defensively, we definitely gained depth.
So I'm going to go.
We stocked up. I feel like we did all right.
So round one, we took, of course, Daron Payne, D-tackle, Alabama.
Salute.
I love that pick because even though it says D-tackle, just like he told Doug Williams and the guys, he plays defensive line. He 315, but if you look at him, he don't look 315. He's slender, but he can also – he came into Alabama at 340, and he dropped down pounds. But if you watch him, like I said on Twitter when we first drafted him, the big guys, shout out to Fred Smoot. That's probably one of my favorite Redskins of all time and personalities.
I just seen him.
You got to get the bacon. Crazy. You got to feed the big guys, the fat guys up front, make the skinny guys. Doug Williams on his podcast said the other day, he stated, the fat guys make the skinny guys look good. And I would live by that. I'm going to stay with that for this Redskins team. We were last in the league in running. I really feel like taking a corner and a safety wouldn't have helped us in any way.
But sometimes you need a game changer. And I'm not saying Payne isn't a game.
He's a game changer.
Nah, he was a good pick, a safe pick. But there was people on the board that were more valuable, had bigger upside.
I don't see it for us. He got one of the his floor is high. He doesn't have a bad floor. You know what you're going to get from him.
Exactly.
But what you don't know what you're going to get from him is how good he's going to get. He's going to be dominant. Check out when he needed to. Now the main thing, the fat guys or the defensive linemen, their main job is to make the back guys look good. So his main job was, he'd take up blocks so the other guys could eat. But when he needed to eat, such as that Clemson game, he was the best player in that game, period, when he showed out. And he's still young. He's like 20, 21. Yeah, that boy's going to be a problem. Remember I said it. I love the pick.
Payne is dope. I'm not knocking him. And we need him and Allen together. That's going to be nice.
Ioannidis, Lanier. Got it, man.
Because that four, that's going to be key because, one, everybody in our division has a legit back. All of them have legit backs. Dallas has Zeke. The Eagles got a whole bunch of them, but Ajayi. And then the Giants have Saquon. So we needed depth, and we needed, blockers. We got that. But I'm just saying, on the flip side, there was a lot of other potential out there. So it's definitely going to help our defense. Our run defense is definitely going to improve. Kerrigan might get some more sacks out of it. So I'm definitely thrilled with the pick. And then your boy Geis, the hardest runner in the draft. Easy.
Definitely.
For us to get him at the 59th overall pick, that speaks volumes. Yeah, I don't know how he slipped, but you guys are idiots. And we're about to reap the benefits. So thank you in advance.
People so worried about him, his past, man. Like Doug Williams
That man
said
been
again,
through a lot. Youngest who been through a lot, yo, you know they already got that chip.
Yep.
He had the chip since he was 7, man. Since he started playing the game of football, he had a chip on his shoulder.
And like people say, and I can understand where he's coming from. You know, a lot of people, all these media people, they don't understand, you know, the lives people like him live where he come from. Like when we talk about for the culture, my life purpose is to work with young kids that come from the bottom, like where he comes from, the bottom.
His hood is
Like,
literally called the bottom.
And like Doug Williams,
that's literally where he comes from. His hood is the bottom.
Mm-hmm. And Doug Williams said he grew up in that area, you know.
Louisiana boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Brian Mitchell, he played. Darius Geis played Little League football with his nephew. So if you don't understand where a person comes from, you can't understand where they can go and what they can do. Motivation is the key to everything. Motivation is the key to everything. He grew up without his father. His father was murdered when he was younger. He grew up with his mother. He was taken in by his guidance counselor. He didn't have a easy peasy life. He went to LSU. If you could come from the bottom and make it to LSU as a running back in your sophomore year, you lead the SEC in rushing yards, man, give that boy credit for what he's gone through because he's never been arrested. He's never been in trouble. Never had. We haven't heard anything. All we've heard, if all I have to worry about is you playing Fortnite, come on, man.
I mean,
leave this boy alone. Let's play
rumors.
football, man.
I'm with it. You know, guys. I'm looking at his tape. He like again the way he runs with passion. He runs with anger.
That boy run like Ricky Williams back in the day.
That's it. Louisiana. So I mean, I enjoy the pick. So I'm definitely pleased. I want to see what he can do, you know, in terms of blocking. I've seen some film with him block. I want to see how that translates to the league. And I want to see if he can catch. If he can catch, I'm really envisioning a split third down, have him and Chris line up as receivers.
But you know what?
With them linebackers, I'm telling you,
my goal is to not see that on third down because on first and second down, we gonna pound that rock right behind that boy Scherf on Moses or
Trent. Like I'm with you on that, but I'm trying to think of a dynamic offense. Like I'm thinking futuristic. I see the
I don't
potential.
like dynamic. I like old school. Let's pound this football. Marshawn Lynch, Seattle, when they won the Super Bowl, let's get this job done. Let's go straight up that middle. It don't matter what you're gonna do.
That they had, that's why they could do that.
We have a crazy defense.
I didn't
when we stay healthy.
When we're healthy,
if we can stay healthy.
If we can have a defense like that, then I'm all for ground and pound.
Our front seven. Remember, I said our front seven is going to be a problem. I'm humble after last year. I told Octavia this. The Eagles, they humbled me, so I'm not going to talk trash, but stay tuned.
Nah, we straight, man. I'm not tripping. We just got to stay healthy. We stay healthy. Youngest going to see.
Facts. And honestly, we took this guy named Troy Apke. He can run. That boy, he can run, man. I love that pick. A lot of people are Dion. Yeah, shout out to Dion. That was my favorite player, but he can run. A lot of people are like, oh, why did we take this guy? They said the same thing about Monte Nicholson. And if the worst you can get out of this guy is a special teamer, he runs a 4.35, 6'2", with range. Come on, man. Third safety, special teamer. You can't go wrong with that.
But yeah, you didn't want Derwin, right? Yeah, okay.
We ain't need Derwin. That's a sexy pick. Everybody would have been, oh, we got Derwin. He hits hard. He does this. But we ain't need that.
But we just talked about the dude from Penn State.
Exactly, and that's a value pick in the 4th round.
And Derwin, all right, I'm gonna let you be great.
I like Derwin, but you gotta have them fat boys. Them fat boys make
all right. When
Derwin
you see
and
Derwin ball in L.A. with the Chargers, I don't want to hear nothing.
Hey, I hope he does ball, but
all I'm just saying is our draft was nice. Our draft was nice. We got a lot of depth. The dude from Indiana, wide receiver,
undrafted.
Oh,
undrafted. Yes.
Semi?
Yes.
Semi solid, man.
Yep. Semi Cobbs.
Yeah.
He's very nice. He killed Denzel Ward, too, when they played.
Exactly.
He killed Denzel Ward.
And he's a number 4 overall pick, right?
Yeah, I mean, things happen, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
We got this guy, Trey Quinn. That was our last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, but is relevant, as he stated on Twitter. He led his team with 113 receptions. Beast.
All I'm saying is Semi's dope. If we let Semi and Dotson together, that could be.
And remember this name. This guy's name is Quinn Blanding. He's a safety that we picked up.
Another safety, right?
He's nice. He's very nice.
Another safety. That. I just want you to You're pointing out safeties.
We needed them fat guys, man. We needed a D-line. Why wait to the second, third when you got a guy that won championships? This
draft was defense heavy. We could have picked up some.
It ain't heavy with Alabama, Deron Paynes.
Hey.
Deron, the film no lie. Watch that guy.
Okay. All right. You know, we could have. I'm gonna be great. I am thankful and humble for the players we've selected, and they're definitely gonna ball out for us.
Definitely.
Simi and Geis are one or two people that I'm really keen.
Oh, he's undrafted, so
yeah, Simi gonna have that chip. If you think Ward was nice and he 4 overall and he got smoked,
everybody gets smoked.
Everyone does not get smoked.
Corners, they on the island by themselves. They ain't going.
Everyone does not get smoked.
Everybody gets smoked once in a while.
You got smoked by someone who went undrafted.
101. That man's 6'3", 6'4".
Whose fault is that?
Corners not gods. You know?
He's supposed to be. If you top 5, you top 5, bro.
Hey, bro.
Top 5. That's Hall of Famer, bro.
Deion got smoked before in college.
By who?
By who? I guarantee you could pull it up.
Who?
It's not like he went a whole college career without allowing a touchdown reception.
Who smoked? No.
The guy jumped over him for a touchdown.
No, I'm saying it's one thing to say, yo, he got beat for a touchdown. That's fine.
He got beat for a touchdown.
He got smoked the whole game, bro.
Nah, he wasn't on him the whole game. I watched the whole game.
Okay. All right. I don't want to have to destroy you live on the air right now. I'm letting you be great, dog. Don't let me do it.
Hey, do what you gotta do. I done
top
my
5.
research.
You top 5. You supposed to be Hall of Fame worthy, bro.
Man, it's about what you put on that tape. Watch that tape.
On the tape, he got smoked.
Watch his entire tape.
All right, if Denzel Ward gets smoked, I'm just look at you every week.
Everybody gets smoked. Sherman got smoked before.
Sherman, but it's also the quantity and quality. When you're getting smoked, is it by top 5 receivers, and how often is it?
Sims is a beast. I don't even know why he dropped.
Oh, I have no idea why he dropped either. Like, Simi gonna be a steal for us, and I'm gonna just look at people and be like, I try to tell you, we gonna be straight, man. Like, people sleep on the Skins. You know, I'm not gonna be the typical Redskins fan. Super Bowl, no. I'm gonna be quiet as kept.
We're gonna win a Super Bowl over the next 50 years.
We better win a Super Bowl in the next 50 years.
I'm gonna go.
I'm 25. I'm not trying to be 75 with no ring. Like, I want a ring. I want to shed thug tears of joy. I need that in my life. I don't know about you. I need that. I need a parade in D.C. I need to be there.
Yes, sir.
I need that. So, salute to everyone that was drafted. Oh, big shout out Brandon Parker, North Carolina A&T. You know, shout out
that
to
happened,
Raiders.
I thought about it.
We out here, baby.
Too.
Gang, 2 years in a row. Holla at me. We're more get up. Never mind.
Hey,
our
alumni announced one of the picks. We got Hall of Fame. It's about 3 or 4 of them.
We got one.
Willie Lanier. Shout out Willie Lanier.
Yeah, we got one. You have the most Hall of Famers. I respect game. I'm just letting you know, man. We the new wave. I told you that. I told you that before the Celebration Bowl. I'm gonna tell you long
it's all
after.
About rings, baby.
Tariq gonna be balling. Brandon Parker. I just want to give you a stat, man, for youngers who think that Brandon Parker ain't nice. During his 4 years at A&T, he never gave up a sack.
That's sweet.
I'm gonna let that marinate. We can go to the next topic now. That's all I had to say. Aggie pride forever, man. y'all know it. Yeah, y'all know the kid, man.
So yeah, we gonna go to the NBA playoffs.
All right, let's face it head on, man. These Wizards, man.
They lost the series. I don't even know what to say about them, man. They weren't into it. That's all I get.
Games 5 and 6 were so winnable.
They were.
5. When Oubre dunked on my mans and it was 87-82 with 8 minutes, I was like, all right, this is where we start pulling away and we gonna win. And then we just couldn't buy a basket.
Couldn't buy one.
And DeMar was doing his thing. And it was just like, yo, we're going to lose this game.
And Kyle Lowry playing his role.
Kyle Lowry balled in Game 6. Let me tell you about Game 6. I was there Game 6. I was sitting in the nosebleeds. This is my first playoff game. You know, everything's crazy. And fourth quarter, you know, I think we were driving for the basket. I'm like, come on, John. And this dude behind me was like, let's go, D. And I'm like, and me and the guy beside me was like, yo, who are you? He was like, yo, I just got here. Like, he wasn't there. There was no Raptor fan near us. Young was black dude from Toronto. And he was, like, using, like, Canadian slang on me. Like, I don't know if you saw Black Jeopardy when Drake was on it. Like, he was like, it's an OVO Ting-A, 6 side. And I'm like, fam, for those who don't know, Drake my favorite rapper right now. Drake and Big Crit. And I'm like, Youngest is using Drake, like, lyrics against me. Like, he was FaceTiming dudes from Toronto. Like, we bringing this back. Youngin was singing Hold On, We're Going Home. A Drake fan, I was devastated,
Drake
man.
is about to get punished by KP yesterday though. Kendrick Perkins.
I mean, yeah, we gonna get to that. We definitely gonna get to that. But to lose to Toronto, and then Kyle Lowry did ball in the fourth quarter. I'm not even gonna lie, like he
The
did.
Raptors improved on a lot.
Kyle Lowry trash because he also, and which we'll get to, choked, game one. But we'll get there. John Wall, he said something that some people may take offense to. I thought it was 100%. Mm-hmm. He was like, Brad and I, we're going to continue to get better. We will get better, but we need help. Our front office, we need help. And for the Wizards to secretly give a contract extension to Ernie Grunfeld, bro, he trashed, bro.
I don't even know what to say about that.
He's not even good. Like, he should have been gone. But, hey. All I'm saying, Wizards, we're fine. I don't know. In a perfect world, we could get a Kawhi or a Hassan. I just don't know who we're giving up because our cap space is horrible. Excuse me. So I don't know what we're gonna do. John's gonna continue to get better. We just gotta stay healthy. Healthy is definitely one.
Change.
It has to change. Gortat needs to go. He was getting owned the entire series.
We got dinosaurs. Gortat and Mahimi taking up a lot of contracts.
I mean, they taking up a lot of
centers.
They taking up a lot of space. But I gotta give a big shout out to Mahimi. I've been hard on Mahimi all year, but in the playoffs, he did his thing. Gortat was getting owned, sunned. He was someone's stepchild out there. Valanciunas owned that man, and that hurt, bro. So. I don't really know what else to say about the Wizards. Salute to Toronto.
Man, they gotta want it. Wall was out there having 28.
We talked about the Pelicans. We talked about that. Pacers Cavs series when Game 7, man. LeBron really didn't come out, and LeBron had a LeBron performance. Were you surprised? Were you upset? Did it make you feel better? Like, what's your take on it? Yeah, that's just what he do.
That's just what he does, man.
I think. The stat that really got me, first time in history, someone won a series where you were the only person that scored 20 or more points every game. Like, no one else on this team scored 20 points. That is incredible, dog.
Shout out to LeBron and the Cavs. I love the way his game has improved over time. He's not just
LeBron and the Cavs is like Benny and the Jets, man. Without Bron, we not talking about Cleveland. We not talking about the 2-1-6, man. We not talking about them.
And I love, I'm a big Kobe fan. I always go to Kobe, but LeBron, the way Kobe used to the way Kobe used to pick his spots. LeBron doesn't go into a game with a specific game plan. He lets the game. He lets the game.
What?
He lets the game, flow, and he does what he does what he. Go ahead, bro. What you got?
You say he doesn't go into a game with a game plan? What type of lie was that? LeBron is one of the most, philosophical dudes when it comes to basketball. When he goes into every game, he has a plan. Y'all really made me defend for a dude.
So,
I'm not even the biggest fan.
What I mean by that, he doesn't go into a game with a specific game plan. Of course you're going to have a game plan going into the game, but his mental, the way he thinks about the game on the fly, he adjusts to the game as it goes, It's just crazy, the way MJ and Kobe, bona fide scores, they pick their spots. T-Mac, they just pick their spots, and he got the jab, rise over you now. He's not just using brute force. He, left side, right side fadeaways. He's coming down the court, step back, shot. He has the entire arsenal that doesn't just include physicals, the things. He's just crazy. He's on another level. His mental, the way he thinks about the game on the fly, the way he adjusts from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, he's a maniac. I love his game.
I mean, that's LeBron, so I'm trying to think. Is there any other series? We mentioned the Pels, we mentioned the Warriors.
Shout out to OKC took that.
I tried to tell youngins.
Big L. Something need to happen. Melo, I don't know what was going on with him.
In a closeout game, Russ had 43 points on 46 points on 43 shots? That's ridiculous. Inefficient and ridiculous.
I've been saying that about Russ since for years. I remember they played the Lakers a long time ago and he had 40 shots.
That's Kobe Bryant.
But it's a difference between, being efficient with it and just
Kobe wasn't always efficient.
Because he wasn't. Because Kobe Kobe
not
was
do
in
that.
Kobe was in a system with when he was doing this thing. You know, the triangle. If Kobe was allowed to really like do his thing, and not worry about the system, because you know the triangle offense relies on the triangle offense relies on a big
he
man.
blew a 3-1 lead. What are we talking about?
You're right.
Like,
right.
am I wrong? Like,
nah, you're right.
He averaged 35 points. It was crazy. Dropped 81. Like, he had 50 for like 2 weeks. He did do that, and then he blew a 3-1 lead in the first round.
But I'm not trying to get on that. I'm just saying Westbrook got to learn how to manage the game a little better, especially if you're gonna be the point guard. You gotta get your teammates the first.
He's not a true point guard, man.
I feel you, but
I've been trying to tell people that
you're gonna play that role. You got to.
But I will say this: for you to score 43, you did score 43, and your two co-stars had a combined 12 points, because Melo had 7.
It's crazy.
Paul George had 5. And you wonder why 2 weeks ago I was like playoff P, and you was like, that's dope. I'm like, no, it's trash. Playoff P is
I said it was trash. You know, you gotta do something in the playoffs to deserve that.
You can't say you playoff P and then score 5 points in a playoff game. 5 points, 2 of 16. Someone said that was some John Starks type numbers.
See, the OKC offense is the exact opposite of what you see in Utah and the Spurs. Ball movement.
It's ball movement, but it's like
if you move
the ball well, like you could prosper in OKC. But Billy Donovan isn't a great coach. They like playing ISO ball too much.
Like the Houston Rockets tried to do last night. ISO ball does not work in the playoffs. I don't care how great you are, how great you think you are.
It can work. You
won't be successful with that.
It can work, but not against a great team like the Jazz. The Jazz are a really good defensive team. They're the best defensive team in the playoffs. I don't know that
one NBA champion that won a championship off playing ISO ball with just 1 or 2 players doing their thing. It takes the whole team, and that's what people got to realize.
It takes the whole team.
When that ball flow, magic happens.
Scorers, you know.
But then everybody else around them dominant scorers playing a role. It's about culture and it's about the scheme of the offense. I agree with that.
And with Oklahoma City, that's not going to be a thing. Paul's gone, bro. Paul not coming back. Melo's saying he's not trying to play off the bench ever again. So Melo's pretty much done. That's that, bro. That's it.
Something got to change. They got to do something.
Man, youngest was getting mad at KD. Now what?
I'm telling you, they was getting mad at Oladipo, KD, all of them.
Now what? Are we going to start blaming Russ? Like, what's up?
I mean, but then it was, as well, a lot of people say that, but then you can also go to this side. You can say he needs players to match that intensity. You know,
you can't like shoot 46 shots, bro.
I feel you, but
that's ridiculous.
I feel you. I agree with that.
Come on, man. You got quality scorers on your team, and you just chucking it up. Because the thing with Russ, when he can't get in the paint, which against an elite defender like Gobert, he can't get in the paint consistently like he wants. He chucks up shots. He can shoot, but he's not a great shooter. So he'll just keep breaking away.
I would love to see another nice. That's why I loved when Harden played with them, because Harden brought that. When Harden used to come into the game with OKC, he would play that facilitator role, that point guard role. That's kind of like. Go ahead.
No, I'll let you finish and I'll chime in. I'm agreeing with your point.
Yeah, that's what he needs. Really.
No, I'm saying when you had KD and James was the point guard, which allowed Russ to just get buckets and attack, and then you got Kevin Durant, who I always say the most efficient, in my opinion, the greatest scorer ever,
killer
on the wing, just ready to just clip. When you got that, you can't lose. The reason they lost in the finals is because James didn't show up at all. So Russ is being sporadic and KD getting buckets, but with no facilitator, they didn't stand a chance. They won game 1 and lost the rest of the games.
That's crazy.
That's all I'm saying.
They got the talent.
So let's go to round 2.
Round 2.
Let's go Cavs Raptors.
Which is live right now.
Or just live right now. You can give us the score update. I don't know the score.
The score is 81. Cleveland Cavaliers have 81. The Raptors have 70. Third quarter.
Did you watch game 1?
Of course I did. Cavaliers.
I don't know about you. I was never worried that the Cavs weren't going to win game 1.
I don't know. Valanciunas would have put them putbacks in a little bit. They
man.
would have had some chances.
And that's what made me mad that we
snuck it
lost
up
to
at the
him.
end.
Legit, they didn't have a lead until overtime.
At all.
And I looked at that whole game like Cleveland's going to win this game.
Toronto was, I don't know, they had a
They
lot of
fold
opportunities
every
too.
time.
They had
And
so
Kyle
many.
Lowry, who had an amazing game 6
Mm-hmm.
against us, choked again.
Yeah.
And they're choking right now. Because if they go down 2-0, they're getting swept, bro. They're getting swept.
Oh, that's a big thing. Swept.
They're getting swept. I'm saying that now. If they lose tonight, they're getting swept. You
long
book
game.
it. Book it.
And that would be crazy because I
No,
like DeRozan. I like the Raptors team. They're very
DeRozan's fine. DeRozan's going to ball. The other dudes, Lowry don't ball. He
Lowry
don't.
balls.
No, he not in the playoffs, man.
He beat us.
He had one game, just like Olynyk.
You got to win. That's the goal. The goal
And
is
he
to do
won
whatever
once,
you
and we
gotta
going
do.
to crown him like he consistent? Get out of here.
He the starting point guard on the team that won. You got to
Do
you got to
want a
get to the
cookie?
playoffs.
I mean, there's a
You
lot
got
of
to give
people.
him credit.
You done? Like, no, I'm
got
not
to.
giving them credit. Just because you want, I'm telling you, man. If they lose, they getting swept.
Yeah.
So, that's just me. And then since you want to speak on Drake and Perk,
Yeah,
Drake's my dog.
He tripping.
And the thing is, when Drake was talking smack to Oubre, they're cool. When Drake was talking smack to Wall, they're cool.
Right.
When he talks to LeBron, they're cool.
cool.
The Carter Effect just dropped. It's on Netflix. It's a good documentary. They're definitely cool.
Right.
Drake and Kendrick Perkins aren't cool.
You
Kendrick
better
Perkins
stop
is
playing.
someone you should not be messing with.
At
Unless you
all.
Blake Griffin and you teabag him. Like, that's it. Why? Not Perk, bro. Nah, man. He don't want that smoke.
But that adds a lot to the game.
this
you know?
isn't Spike Lee, Reggie Miller.
But as a player, if I was a player in the NBA, I would love that. You know, that would give me anything
Kendrick's
that you
not
could
playing.
add to the.
He's the coach. He's
not,
an
but
assistant coach.
I mean, Drake talking trash to my team, period. If you talking trash to anybody on my team, that's going to fire me up. That's going to give me a
LeBron's
little.
sunning them right now.
Give me an extra pat on the back, yeah. that man is good. That's how much of a goat he is.
Man, Drake my dog, but you can't do that, Drake. just prepare for the
He
album.
got a CD coming out.
Prepare for Scorpion next month, and that's all I'm worried about. So that's that. We talk Jazz Rockets. It's really gonna be a good series. I got to
My
go
favorite
6 games.
series.
It's gonna be you got high octane offense versus high quality defense,
Right.
with amazing scoring from Donovan Mitchell, and that putback dunk, fam,
That's what I'm telling you. That was effort. That man gives effort.
he does.
Talent is great. All of that is great, but effort can make up a lot. Can mask a lot.
And that's gonna be a real good series. I mean, it's going to Utah. You know, Utah's gonna be pumped. They're a very good crowd. They always have been, and I'm definitely intrigued. I feel like they're gonna split in Houston,
Man,
in Utah, and then they're gonna. I think the Rockets will take 2 straight after that.
a lot of people have the Rockets winning this,
I
and
do too.
they most likely will. But I love going for the underdogs, and I love the Jazz's team and culture. It's like they got a team full of players that were forgotten and that were underdogs, and they here with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah,
You know,
whether
got-
it's Ricky Rubio, Donovan Mitchell, you got Gobert,
And then Rubio didn't even play game one. They had, Mitchell running a one. And then they had, when Exum came in, that boy, people was counting him out. I told people he was young when he got drafted. Let that boy grow into his body, his
Yeah.
NBA game. And now look at him. He defending. He's dynamic. You got Joe Ingles leads the playoff with 16 uncontested three-point attempts. The Donovan Mitchell factor.
No, I'm with that 100%. I'm definitely with that. So
Donovan Mitchell, he was the 4th rookie to reach 400-plus points in 8 or fewer playoff games. The other 3 players were Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, and the great Elgin Baylor from back home. And the last time it happened was 1970. That was Kareem. So
yeah,
that boy, crazy.
I got a hot take. I saw Jamel Hill. It was an article, or whatever, and she retweeted it with her own question.
Mm-hmm.
What is worse? This is speaking on Donovan Mitchell. The Pistons drafting Darko or passing up on Donovan Mitchell?
I mean, nobody knew Donovan Mitchell was going to be this Donovan Mitchell unless you were really studying the game. But
I mean, that's Stan Van Gundy's job, right?
yeah,
He's the GM and coach.
I wouldn't have picked Darko Mitchell over none of them players. But
And it's
I don't
funny,
know.
like we were talking, Darko, the reason they didn't pick Melo because they thought they were secure in their pick when they already had Tayshaun Prince. See what I'm saying?
Fools.
It's not necessarily about need if you got an elite player.
I don't know. I'm going with the Jazz to win this series. And
Jazz.
And the difference maker for the Jazz will be Rudy Gobert, because as we stated the last series, the Jazz were the #1 team defending the 3-point line. And if you look at the Gobert, the way they play defense, it's like they would lead their mans to specific areas of the court, and then Gobert would just feel that. It was one play, he covered like 3 different spots. He stopped the ball 3 different times. The ball went to the wing. Boom, he run over there. Stop that.
There was one play
side.
I saw where
Opposite
he went everywhere, and his spacing was incredible.
And he running out hands forward.
And because of that, it started a fast break, and they couldn't do anything. So I'm definitely intrigued. What do you got him in 6, 7, 5, 4?
7.
Not 5. 7?
No,
Okay. 7. All right. Speaking of 3-point shooting, the Warriors, man. Steph Curry's back, man. Is this series over?
I don't even like talking about the Warriors.
I don't know why.
Ever since they got KD, it was like, oh man,
I mean,
you
why?
watching something we've never seen before. You already know what you're gonna get from the Warriors.
They're
not losing this series.
They haven't even hit the button yet. It's starting to get pressed. It's like this. Like they haven't hit it yet.
They not losing. They definitely going to the. I have them going to the finals definitely, because you got.
Are they sweeping
KD is a killer.
the Pelicans though?
Yeah, they sweeping them.
They sweeping them.
There's nothing they can do. You got Draymond.
Draymond is
thing.
neutralizing is AD. Like I'm not saying AD is getting owned, but he's being held. He's being contained.
And a lot of people want to hate on Draymond because he talking trash. They say he dirty, man. You gotta get down and do what you gotta do for your team to win the game. People that got soft in 2018.
That was wild when he was just like, I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah,
he apologized.
That was wild. But Charles probably would have done that, honestly.
And he would have got wrecked, bro.
Nah, you better go watch Charles, boy.
Are you serious?
You better go watch Charles. That boy was real.
Okay.
No games. That was a different era, though. Those were our OGs.
I watch NBA fights. I seen the OGs. Like speaking of the next series we're going to get to with the Celtics and Sixers, the greatest fight in my opinion, if you want to look it up, I don't know if you've seen it, is when Barkley has Bird in a clothesline and Dr. J is just yam. Like
Yeah.
I seen that.
Or when Charles threw that ball at Shaq head. Well, it's endless. Charles got about 20 fights I watched. Last night I watched so many.
But with the Shaq joint, legit, he did a little sneak move because he can't take Shaq one-on-one.
It don't matter. It's about you not going to play with me. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, okay.
It don't matter. I ain't hitting you in your
can see,
balls.
like Draymond,
like
not
that LeBron and Draymond thing.
Ain't with that action, boss. Like
no, man. He grew up in a rough area too. His upbringing wasn't.
It don't matter if you grew up in a rough area. You can be about that.
It matters.
You can be about that action and not be from the hood.
In that case, it definitely don't matter. But Draymond ain't sweet. He ain't no pushover either.
Yeah,
he definitely ain't no pushover.
And we're gonna go back.
Crazy.
We're gonna go back to the Celtics Sixers. Was game 2? Is it tonight?
I believe so.
Who you got? I mean, you got. Well, I feel like Philly can win this series. They're the more talented team, but Brad Stevens is arguably the best coach in the league. Like,
Philly is, in my opinion, Philly is about 1 or 2 years away from really being Philly. So in this case,
fair.
I have Boston because they're just like the Jazz. I love chemistry and.
Yeah.
I don't care who we playing against. We're going to play ours. You're not going to stop us from playing our brand of basketball.
Right.
That boy Rozier, I've been telling people I love his game. He's a problem.
He's a dog.
They're a tired team. Like, you got Jaylen Brown. And this is without their 2 top players, Gordon Hayward and Kyrie.
Coaching. It's Brad Stevens.
It's coaching, but the coach can only do so much. Them players got to step up and do what they do on the court,
Brad
too.
Stevens has made the playoffs with so many different variations of this Celtics franchise.
And them variations were all good. They were all good players.
They were all right, at least.
They were all good players that fit
But he was able
to
like bring them up. Like he's really that dude.
Yeah.
Brad Stevens is a true genius.
The Boston, I don't know, they crazy.
Well, it looks like we almost out of time, man. So, did we get through everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, man. Shout out time. Do your thing. Go for it. I know you got to plug in somebody. It's only right.
I don't really have no plugs right now.
You don't got no plugs?
Who you got?
Well, one, I want to just shout out the shirt I'm wearing. I don't know if they can see it. Shout out Capital City. Mumbo Sauce. They got the shirt. Mumbo Sauce, Go-Go, and Half Smoke, man.
I don't even like Mumbo Sauce. I tell people that for the city. They be like, what? Where are you from?
How do you keep doing this, dog?
Cause I'm an individual. I'm me. If you know Domo Road, you know me. I'm me.
Why do we
the
do
second
a show
part?
together?
I've never even been to a club in DC besides a go-go. I probably have been a million go-go's in my life, but I'm chill now. You know, I watch sports. That's
Is there
all I
anything
watch.
else you want to just unravel to the world that we need to know about? Cause you on strike 5, like, bro.
You just gotta understand, man.
You don't like mumbo? Like,
Nah.
have you tried good mumbo? Like,
I've tried it all, bro. I just don't like it.
bro, we gotta pray for you, man.
I just don't like it, man. I'm
Hey,
just
I'm
Domo Road.
gonna put you onto this sauce. It's shout out I forget his name. I can't think of his name. He got this joint. He got the barbecue Henny barbecue sauce.
I don't even like barbecue sauce.
Bro, you gotta go, man. You gonna make me say things I can't say on the air.
I don't even like barbecue sauce. But I want to
That's crazy.
give a shout out to Brian Ings.
How are you for the culture?
And
Hey, salute to Brian Ings, man.
We gotta stop that. How am I for the culture, bro?
don't know
We
how
gotta
you
stop
for the
that because
culture,
I'm really. I'm not gonna. I don't like tooting my own horn, but I really do this. I'm really passionate about what I do.
Okay.
For the kids, for the youth,
And
my own mentorship program. I do a lot on my spare time.
And
So
speaking of mentorship, let's shout out Brian Ings.
shout
man.
out to my bro Brian Ings and Blake Bozeman. You know
That's my
they.
guys.
Yes.
That's where we met, actually.
Yeah, definitely. That's crazy.
Yeah. So salute
But
to
they
them.
have that the sports and career transitioning symposium coming up. Great event. Make sure you
Yeah.
stay tuned because the first one was crazy.
It was
if you
dope.
missed it,
It was a lot of gems
Yep.
shared. It was like,
sports
whoa.
and business career transitioning symposium is crazy.
Yeah. So
A
I'm
lot of
definitely looking
knowledge.
forward to that.
So yeah, I mean that's it really. Shout
Yeah.
out to the home team, Focus TV,
Focus
Cardale,
TV.
Wilson, Octavia.
You see it every Tuesday, for them, and then for us Thursdays at 7. So
Shout out to y'all who seen Avengers.
yeah, and
Everybody talking about it. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
so you gonna watch that, but
I'm
not Black
gonna watch
Panther.
it. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch Black Panther in the next 20 years.
I gotta help this guy. This guy right here.
I'm not media. I don't do the.
Follow him and spam him.
I don't do
Blow
too
up
much
his
in the media
mentions.
no more,
I'll
bro.
retweet him.
I don't
The
do too
ones
much
that don't have
TV.
curse words. But other than that, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yep.
I appreciate it. Thank you for spending some of your time. Now we can go watch basketball together. Follow him on social media at Domo Rowe, DOMOROWE.
Yes.
Twitter, Instagram. Me on Twitter at Dapper J, just the letter J. And then on Instagram, the only Dapper J, because someone had the nerve to steal my name.
Dang.
And he don't even use
That's
his
crazy.
Instagram. Like, it makes me mad. But
Talk about being
thank
petty.
you guys. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, much love.
Deuces. I wish somebody would steal my Instagram name. That's petty.
And